Friday night, and yes, I am in the shop working on small cars, lots of different small cars. But today was one of those days where I had to go to Walmart with the kids, which meant I was going to make it through the toy section, and I'm glad I did because I got this. Yes, I don't even like the way this sounds. It's the Matchbox Komi bus, VW Type 2 bus. Actually, this is 21 window. This is the one I've been looking for forever. And I got it. I got two, which is the final addition to what's out there. This goes for Komi bus. So there's a few more, but this is the one I was for, unfortunately. Really? Matchbox? Mm, a little disappointed. I know. The door's open. That's sweet. It looks great in the pictures online. But everything's so chunky on it. Bottom's made out of plastic. Kind of makes me sad. Doesn't feel proper. Which is like one of the reasons why I'm going live tonight, because there's a lot of different car out, and people aren't doing what I'm usually doing, which is flipping them down and giving them new paint jobs. You know, some of them don't need them, like this transporter. Like this vehicle is fantastic, right? I believe it's a Greenlight. It looks perfect. Great paint job. Great detail. It doesn't have the license plate painted. That's not cool. You always want that. For, proportions are all right, but you know, people don't buy it because it's kind of ugly. It's one of the uglier of the VWSs that came out. So I understand it, but it's sweet. I actually used to ride to soccer in one of these, so I loved it. There's so much room, so dangerous. Love it. Then there's another company that makes sweet cars, and they're fast. Johnny Lightning fast. This is the VW. I think it's in the. I love this VW. They make a Komi bus as well. Beautiful one. Black two-tone. A little too much chrome for me on the rims. Feels like it was styled by Goose or something. Which, who I love. I mean, there's nothing wrong. The vehicle itself looks good. Sorry. And the cars they make are good. Proportions are right, but this, see how the Beetle would be just a little bit smaller, I think. This is their Beetle. What just happened, YouTube? That's not cool. That's not really live. I don't know what that is. Well, let's get back into conversation this evening. Sorry, everybody. Alright, so detailing the Komi buses. Got Matchbox. Hot Wheels, you know, I have a Hot Wheels. I'm going to show you it. Hot Wheels makes everything so out of whack at Porsche. If you guys have the Hot Wheel vehicle, it came with a Porsche 356 stars and, you know, red, white, and blue painted on it. I liked it, but didn't like it. I bought it and I changed it. I'll show it to you. M2 buses. These things are fantastic. They don't tell you that it's glued though, so when you try to do some of this stuff, it will break. Here's an example. That's a trunk. Why would we? Oh, come back here. Matchbox. So yeah, reasons that I. Oh, well, a good example is this vehicle here. It's another Greenlight vehicle. This is the pop-up tent Komi bus, but I got into it. Yeah, little decaling. And if you can hint to where I'm going, most of these are going to get the same sort of paint treatment or historical reference you can. So this is where I get to showcase what I. So the reasons why I like those M2s is because I can make little guys like this. He's still apart, so right there's not done yet. So much not so that that's that. The bottom fell off. What's that? I guess I'm not in a glue state there. Most of the cars are in so many different states. But these M2s, they're a little bit more expensive, and most people don't strip them down right after they buy them. But people also don't like that they put shoes on a side of an M2. I mean, that makes no sense. It's just asking for me to tag it somehow. So tagging it like that is the way I choose to do it, at least for the moment. You know, so that and my buses get small. This is another one I'm working on. What? Look at that. It's not a micro machine, but we can talk about it. That's going to be closer to the end. So back to Type 2 Volkswagen Komi buses. Now, I was talking about a Porsche, not complete, going silver. What is going on? Old race paint, yeah. Did some interior work. Yeah, that says for sale on the side right now. I'm ridiculous. But that used to hold in disproportion to one of this. So this is supposed to be this in the same scale. What? That portion is massive. That's not true. I don't think. So, still trying to figure out what vehicle I need to put on the back here. And I carry a portion in my like that. Raced out. Side two. I'm holding the coffee in my other hand. I probably should do this with 2 hands. What? Yeah, that's the way I like them. Look, they're all going in this little model. Or diorama, I guess. The Porsche. Oh yeah, I did a couple more, but they're still not done. That go on the back of these. Yeah. Yeah, so VW, big part of my life. Actually, in the opening shot of most of my stuff is a VW, and the first VW that I'm attempting to paint. I don't know. I used to drive around in a car for 10 years. Looked like that. I don't like the way see if I can unclip this. Go rules. That's a better shot. I should be set up like that. I think that's a better showing of the cars. Whoa. Let's bring that. Bust in the window. Sorry for the shaky camera, guys. I'm gonna have to tape this down. So yeah, that was one of the questions from one of the members of a group that I'm part of. Like, what kind of tape do I use? What? I mean, yeah, that answer is pretty loaded. I mean, I basically collect tape. My wife, you know, and that means any kind of tape I don't have, I buy. Because it's easier. Sorry. Than always having to look for tape. It's one of those things in your life that you, at least in mine, that I'm always looking for. Like right now. I should pause. But I don't have it. Might be seeing some small cars in the background. Yeah, those are micro machines. If you lived anywhere on the planet in the 80s, they outsold #1 toy for a while in so many different countries. They're everywhere. So you can be obsessive and try to get them, and then realize that, wait a second, they're not like. So I started, and then I ran into some paint issues because I wasn't really worried about it. And now I'm taping the camera. I should just be putting a weight down on it. Bizarre strategy. Anyway, so overall I will continue to buy the M2s. I think they're solid and a good platform to do what I'm looking to do with my cars. Now, micros and micro machines. Been restoring these little guys coming in. Let's find a good example of a bad one. Oh, this one's on the painting box. So perspective, normal, Hot Wheel, right? Micro machine, and they're fun. They're great. They come in great different. Here's an example of extraordinarily weird gold Rolls Royce that probably existed somewhere by somebody who purchased it. But that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for these guys. What? Is that a Lamborghini? Yep. And this Lamborghini opens up. Then you got other Lamborghinis. Whoa, this one I finished. Wow, they're super. Then you got, and this one I finished. You can see. And I had to make that fin. I'm proud of that. Handmade. Anyway, let's get the Lambos out because they're not what we're talking about. We're talking about when they use the plastic as the finish. So this is a Ferrari. What? And it has the same finish as that Ferrari, which is an awesome Ferrari. The deluxe micro Ferrari. I don't know if you can tell on this camera, but it's the plastic. No paint on that. Now, here's a Mercedes that came with the same plastic red. They painted the silver. Maybe the light will say it all. Wow. Is it darker? Yeah, it is darker. All right. That's not exactly what I want you to see. I don't even use two hands. All right. This guy. Ooh, you can see that shine. Versus this guy. Whoa. Finished. Unfinished. Yeah, I don't even know why. Right. You can tell big time. Still some problems with so the goal is to make them like that, because this guy was terrible. And yeah, I started. I think one of the bigger successes was this Ferrari right here. What? This thing is so shiny. I don't even know how to explain it. It's a lot shinier than that guy. What? I know. One of my favorite micro machines. So happy I have this car. What? Yeah, I finished it. Look at it. Zing. Yeah, I mean, it's still got a little bit more to do. And when I mean do, I mean it's like, yeah, that is that really, don't stand in there. Yeah, those guys will get finished. Oh, the snapback is back. What? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, a lot of it is taping off the windows, getting the matte finish black. I think one of the hardest things to do is the metallic paints. So I struggled with the first round of. Oh, I'm gonna bring these guys in shot. I struggled with the. This is a matte finish. This guy is all. Oh no, the wood. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So the matte finish on the micro machines is quite easy to pull off. This finish though, now this is a Mercedes. It had some wear and tear on the top that I really need to take care of. And I've done this before. I did it on the Ferraris, and they came out beautiful. So I'm not worried about it. The actual, but the silver, geez, is really difficult to lay down. Always is. Yeah. That's it. Have a good night, guys. Probably get online when I get more questions. All right. Bye. Bye, Carman.